I recently posted a reel questioning what is the first black superhero movie, and I named Shaft, Meteorman, Dolomite, even the spook that sat behind the door. And then I asked if ABAR, the first black Superman, was the first superhero. So I posted a reel, I posted a video, and I wanted to give some more thoughts because when I posted the reel, I had started watching the movie, but I haven't finished it. And I did finish the movie. Only streaming site that I've seen it on is Tubi. I'm just gonna say this: go watch this movie. There's a lot in it. I'm not going to say it's the greatest movie, but it's a movie worth watching. And it's not even a movie that I discovered naturally. One of my homeboys put me onto this movie. This movie had to me, it had a lot to unpack. I want to start off saying a few things, and then this isn't a reaction, this isn't a review. These are just really thoughts. So I guess it's a reaction to agree. And be forewarned, there may be some mild spoilers in this. I'm going to try not to spoil this movie. There's going to be some spoilers. I don't want to spoil the entire movie, but there's certain things that I have to talk about that are going to be spoilers. So be warned, there are spoilers in this video. One of my first thoughts is I wonder if ABAR was an inspiration for the character of Blue Marvel. Some of what Blue Marvel had to deal with is very similar to ABAR. Not like completely similar, but there's little similar things that happen. There's fears of what might happen once ABAR gains his powers and becomes what he's supposed to become. People are a little bit like, well, really one person is like, what will happen and what is going to come out of it? I wonder if Blue Marvel was inspired by ABAR. I know the creator of Blue Marvel is a black man. His name is Kevin. I believe he was in Underworld and some other stuff, but he was the guy that created Blue Marvel. So I wonder if there's a little bit of, you know, he took a few things from ABAR. My next thought is I would rather see a remake or reconceptualization of ABAR versus a black Superman. I think that a black Superman movie could work well, but I think there's certain things that happen in the ABAR movie that are more fitting. I would actually want to see it updated, partially because Superman, from my understanding, is always an alien. He's always an alien, so certain things are going to lean in a different direction. ABAR started off as a black man. He is a black man, so his thoughts and ideas are based on how he's lived and how he's been treated as a black man. And I think that is an interesting concept. Very similar to Blue Marvel. His thoughts are, what can I do, or how can I help? How can I progress black people forward? Now, there may be black Supermen who feel that way. I would prefer to see ABAR remade. Unless we're talking Sunshine Superman. I don't know a lot about this character. I just think he has a cool design. So unless we're talking Sunshine Superman, I'd rather see ABAR remade or reconceptualized. Now I want to go back to my original question. Is ABAR the first black superhero? To a degree, yes. But also, no, I don't think he's actually. So I don't know, it's weird because I think the idea that ABAR is Superman, he's not Superman in a traditional sense. Like if you look at the Clark Kent version of Superman, the Kal-El version of Superman, I don't think ABAR is a Superman in that traditional sense, which is weird because Superman means a lot of things, but I don't think ABAR is a Superman in that traditional sense. ABAR is more along the lines of a Kwisatz Haderach, someone who's like released their limiter, like a Saitama from One Punch Man. He's more like that, or even like the Chosen One of the Force to bring balance to the universe. That's what I think ABAR is closer to. So he is a Superman to a degree, but he is not like a traditional Superman, if that makes sense. And it may sound weird, but yeah, I don't think he's the true Superman when you think of cape and all that other stuff. He's not that. Let me preface this also by saying that this was a Blaxploitation film. They didn't have access to the bigger budget, the effects, the resources that other films may have had to be able to do some of the stuff that they wanted to do. Is ABAR the first black superhero film? I would say no. Not in the traditional sense. I would honestly say I think Shaft, I think Dolomite, I think the Dan Freeman character, I think Trollman, I think some of the characters that Jim Brown played, just some of the other characters that existed in Blaxploitation could be considered black superheroes. Even though they didn't have superpowers, they were trying to make the world a better place. ABAR, to me, isn't the traditional superhero, even though he is trying to make something better. Is he the first black superhero? I think that could still be a toss-up question. I wouldn't give it to him. I would put an asterisk by it, me personally. And that's not a knock against the film. I think this is a good film. It's a watchable film. Watch it on Tubi if you have a chance. It's an interesting film. But is ABAR the first black superhero? I don't know. Is he the first black Superman? I don't know. What do you guys think?